George Michael was found corpse at his Shore household on Yuletide Day 2016. In the countryside of Goring, Oxfordshire, wherever he had lived for 17 years, he is yet memorable not as a superstardom but as a neighbor and boyfriend. There several human beings stake their memories of meet the celebrity in their midst. Alison Clark's at first face in the 80s icon was while she proposed him a pinch of her ice pack cream following bumping in him for a go on the inland Thames. "I was frantic to say thing to him," she says. "It came out all uncool. He told no. But he did laughter. In spite the confusion, the two became friends." She after went to his 40th date of birth celebrations, wherever she danced in him in the kindergarten, drank of magnums of sparkling wine and ended up creature deserted in a bathing swimming pool. Michael helping her to get dry and took her to his dress chamber wherever he guessed her to carry everything she requested of his cabinet. He later located the dampness clothing in front line of the flame. They chatted via the overnight on Lifetime and Piece of Music. Later he begun frictional my feet, Ms. Clark reminisces. "I was fair meeting down there thought George Michael is frictional my feet. It was surrealistic." Diana Davies lived following doorway to Michael's £5-meter household and was guest to his parties, frictional shoulders in celebrities. She says he had done a spot of representing oneself while he excited in and they would routinely talk in the kindergarten on the living nature and rural area nearby the countryside. They advanced a constant ties although while Mrs. Davies stored one of his Labrador Retriever puppies, Meg, of drowning in a flow. "It was an completely bottomless Sunday night, it was upcoming downward stairs rods," she recalls. "I'd undertaken my dog for a go and as I was departure on I could see the pup looking really concerned, on 6 months old I assume, fleeing a go and forward on the mooring. I recognized her as Meg direct off. She was really disappointed as she wasn't certainly wherever she was, but I controlled to seize her, and get her circle. She was completely drenched. I went to the front line doorway but down there was no reply, so I went circle the behind. George Michael came racing downward, one shoes on, one away, jumping on, proverb we've fair skipped her. I told your slight Meg is there. He told oh go in, but I had so lot rainfall filling in I told I can't, I'd superior no. He was really joyful to see her. He told so I must do thing so I told I speak you which, if you could be patron saint of our Labed Save organization how would be beautiful. Michael coordinated and officially backed the mercy of How Time On. He never done a chant and dancing on it, that I know is the instance in a lot of charities he backed, she says. George, thou're not the just gay in the countryside, recite a map slipped via the ex-WAM. Celebrities mailbox in November 2015. It will do my man's Yuletide if you came in our public house. Expect to see you quickly. The man in issue was Tim Schultz, proprietor of the Catherine Tire Pub, closed the celebrity's household. Time he was terribly confused while he found out which his man James Daw had made, the impudent tactics treated. A few days after a big team of friends came in the public house. They were deceased, so I was kind of excited and irritated, says Mr. Schultz. They told they had a booking, and as I was speaking it abruptly dawned on me how it was George Michael permanent in front line of me. His delight was rapidly replaced in scare while the celebrity requested for minnow and shavings, moments following his cook had announced all the cod was lost. As it rotated out he privileged scampi, near a window of White's Vine, in any case. Nerves populated, the artist said Mr. Schultz he mind the map his man had shipped him was lovely and how he fair requested to say hi. Following how overnight, Michael became a routine. He ever rejected the propose of a individual region since he requested to see all how was departure at. He wasn't noisy, an extrovert or figure focus to oneself, says Mr. Schultz, yet surely in a talk he was really respectable. Michael as well visited the milling machine operator of Mansfield Public House, fair through the way of his 16th age household. The officer, Mary Gaylor, says the human beings of Goring requested a peaceful life, fair as lot as their pop celebrity inhabitant did. It was his nature reserve, she says. He lived there for a cause. We all understood he requested to be out of the spotlight and to dwell his lifetime how he requested to dwell he. Ever relating to him as Mr. Michael, M.S. Gaylor says she remnant careful of concerning his confidentiality while fans go request private questions. He was a really loyalist patron saint, one how was beautiful to include, but as far as we were worried he was a regular client. She says the fans who include go to trip with his include shown anything but loving, and she has frequently acted as a arm to cry at. They include go of so far and so broad, she explains. Down there's never been any hostility in them. The social alley fleeing downward the party of his cabin has be a sanctuary for weeping fans. Flags of about the planet decorate the walls and a stable stream of Michael's followers yet filtering in to full their private pilgrimages, addition teddy bears, photographic and crisp flowers. More than are anticipated to get down on the countryside on Yuletide Day to mark the @1st anniversary date of his die. 50-year-old Norm Medbury is outgoing her two-family at household in Valencia, Los Angeles, to journey down there on December 25. The is the nearest we can get to wherever he was, she says. We requirement to go to show our loving for him, our profound honor for him and our gratitude of him and all he has taken into account us in his piece of music. M.S. Medbury, who is earning a photo collage of photographic of her and friends at his concerts above the year, says she feels love she is in weeping at the losing of a boyfriend. The is the just way I sense I can get a feeling of closing.